similar to get. I don't know. It's going to be. So, like, if we go down to the front here, we're on the ground, and here's the front doors. Looking up, like,
takes a lot of practice to get
through the front door.
To get up to doing something like this with such photorealism. Because he's taking that reference image as well as multiple other reference images of the 2D flat picture of the inside, as well as the dimensions of height on the outside, height, length, width of the building on the outside, and converting that to sort of Minecraft's measurement units, and then building. See, exactly. This is exactly what I'm talking about right here. He's got the units of the flat blueprints that the actual French architects used to build Notre Dame Cathedral, and then he's converted that to Minecraft blocks. Whether it's one block for 1 foot, or every 2 meters you get a single Minecraft block, something like that. He's come up with a system to make that conversion to get the maximum photorealism as possible. And you can really see that in these results. And if we skip to the end here, because we're get some more people in here. So yeah, you're really starting to see it come together and look like the picture now. And a big reason why that is because of those dimensions. That dimensional planning beforehand is incredibly important to get things balanced. As I don't know, some of you might have saw before in my attempt at the Greek temple, I ended up having uneven sides, and that was because I didn't do enough planning beforehand. So you need to plan out beforehand to be able to make things symmetrical. I mean, sometimes you can get lucky and just eyeball it, and if you're just having fun, that's a fun thing to do. But if you want photorealism like this, if that's what you're going for, then you want to plan beforehand. But yeah, Maddox, what's going on? Wow. yeah, wow is right. Is this the last class? This is the last class for this session, but I'm not sure if it's with your school or not. I assume it would be with your school, that there would be another teacher coming in to do this. And if you all are interested in this class, be sure to reach out to your administrators responsible for this class and tell them that you liked it, because that's really helpful for the company that I represent, and to make these classes continue. Oh, that's awesome, Gage. Congrats. Okay, so now we've got quite a few people in here. What we're going to be doing today is going through the rest of the people who turned in the assignment. And, so I'm going to have you guys unmute and talk briefly about the motivation that you had behind the thing that you built. And then, when we get through all that, if we have time, we're going to go through a couple more of these videos just to show you what's really possible. I'm not an amazing Minecrafter by any means, but on YouTube, you can find them. You can find some really, really amazing stuff. And this is a perfect example of that. I mean, this is a real building in real life that, it took decades of architecture, architects, engineers, city planners, urban planners, government officials, all coming together on a team to build. And to build it in Minecraft, it's just one guy planning out the dimensions and, I mean, taking meticulous time to put these blocks in the right manner. But he probably did this in a couple weeks to a month, and that's super cool that Minecraft enables that type of creativity and construction. Yeah, so let's jump in to some of the people who haven't presented their projects yet. Let's go to creating a story on our class, creating a storyland, and let's find. I saw some new people submitting their stuff, and some other people who. Oh, okay, we gotta go.
Baby. Did you get your socks? Where's your socks, baby? I don't know. Well, just find some old socks and put them on.
Yeah, so some people submitted their classwork. And okay, yeah, we have 17 people. I feel like that there's more than was before. So does anyone know immediately? Could you raise your hand if you submitted it and didn't talk about it yet? Oh, Veronica? Hi. Did you submit it here, or is it in the... Let's pull up the chat so you can say, where is your... I'm new. Are you new? Okay. Pretty cool. You didn't get to finish, but you would like to talk about your castle. Well, Gage, did you submit or post a picture in the stream? Oh, okay. Well, yeah. If you could do that, if you could submit it to the stream or submit it to the assignment, that would be helpful so we can go through it. You're on the computer. So yeah, that's. Is there anyone in particular? Oh, it's named Tammy Johnson. Okay. All right. Oh, you've got 5 attachments. Okay. Moderator, could you unmute Veronica, please?
Yes, I can. 1 second.
Thank you.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, hi Veronica.
So this build, at first I simply started by following along with what you were doing.
Oh.
And my mom told me that we were supposed to have a story behind it. And she reminded me that it corresponds very well with a story I'm writing. And in the story, there's a girl named Bestrea, and her ancestors were the people mistaked for Roman gods and goddesses in Greek mythology. And so at first I wasn't sure how to correspond this build with that story, because the story is based on current times. And then I figured out that this build, in the story, she comes across her family at a family reunion, and they're staying at a hotel. But for the actual reunion, they go to this place to celebrate, and that's what this build is about.
Wow. Yeah, you are really getting the idea of this class. That's awesome. And it's Veronica, correct? Or is Tammy your mom?
Yeah, Tammy's my mom. I'm Veronica.
Okay, yeah. Props to your mom for helping you realize that this could be related to your story. Could you tell us a little bit more about the plot of that story, or how much is written of it?
I've only written a few chapters, but it's mainly about Estrella, and she finds out that she is related to people who were mistaked for gods and goddesses in mythology.
Okay, and by mistaked, what do you mean? Oh,
By mistaked, I mean they were people who were trying to spread good and help others, and some of them could be very temperamental, and back then they didn't have any way of explaining that because they didn't have enough high-tech things. So the people that were so kind, they would mistake them for the gods and goddesses because that was the only way they could think of to explain it.
interesting. So are you saying that they performed miracles or something like that? Something that could be mistaken for magic?
Sort of. They were so kind, and the places they went, good things usually happened. So they call it a miracle.
Okay.
So yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. That's super cool. I'd be very interested. Have you watched any Minecraft sort of role-playing videos or Roblox role-playing videos? Maura, could you please unmute Veronica again? Okay, looks like she muted. But anyway, where I was going with that was that I think it'd be very interesting to see that story play out in a Minecraft role playing video type thing. It's very interesting. There's a series on Netflix where it's like Minecraft story or something. Have any of you seen it? Could you raise your hands if you've seen it? Oh, okay, yeah. Wow. All right, so you've seen it. Yeah. So that was made in a studio with a number of animators and whole professional voice acting team and whatnot. But I've seen YouTubers make similar types of videos where they can give life to their stories through these worlds, and they can actually film scenes and different. Veronica said that she already wrote a couple chapters. You could have a whole chapter play out in a world like this and film that via different softwares. I have one software right here. It's called OBS broadcasting software. It's a free software to download that anyone can. You can look up on YouTube how to use it. Oh, geez, we're getting quite a few comments. But yeah, you can look up how to use it, and there are different role-playing videos, that have been made around these Minecraft worlds that are created, and that's sort of what the motivation of this class is. It's learning how to build these storylands, but then the next step after you've built the world is to play out see how these different narratives play out in that world, and possibly even post them up to YouTube and become a film producer kind of thing. That's where it's heading anyway. It's very, very cool. All right, well, that was awesome. That was very, very cool to see that. Let's move on to another person who turned in their world. So there anyone else who knows that they turned it in? I saw someone. Is Leanne Duggan? Was that one? Well, I want to say something about you. Well, you had a turn yesterday, Billy, so maybe we'll bring you in at the end. Oh, yeah, it is pretty crazy. One sec. Hey, the app. Leanne Perry. Oh, I have Leanne Dugan. I remember it's also under Grayson. My build, not my mom. Kind of gray. I'm not seeing Leanne Perry here. Is this it? Is this what you're referring to, Grayson? This Leanne Dugan? Yes? Oh, okay, perfect. Maura, could you please unmute Grayson?
Can you hear me?
Yes, hi Grayson.
Okay. My build idea was to go for like another kind of like nether type theme on netherite castle.
Okay.
It's not done yet, but the idea is to have like an end portal in the middle. I'd have a huge tower in the middle. I'd have nether portals in all the rooms, 2 windows in the front. Eventually I might get to like a nether kind of like backyard thing.
Very cool, man. So, like we did with Veronica's just before, can you think about, or have you thought about any of the stories that you might want to see, or you think people might want to see in a world like this?
Probably like dungeons and stuff.
Okay, I get you. Dungeons, so dark, kind of scary, fearful. All right, yeah, definitely, cool stuff, Grayson. Well, all right, let's move. Oh, here's mine, Grayson. At the right cast.
You should make a YouTube channel.
I should make one. I appreciate that.
Like build ideas.
Cool. I appreciate that. Thank you, Grayson. Right. Let's. Is there anyone else who has designing structures before writing the story so you have an example? Yeah, planning. That's what they, in game design, they call that storyboarding. It's game design as well as just writing in general. They call that storyboarding. And Gage, please stop posting about a Discord. This isn't the place for that. Yeah, Zoe, you're absolutely right. It is. Minecraft is great for throwing something quickly out there to help you visualize in your head what this story how this story could manifest. But yeah, is there anyone else who turned in their work that okay, Uno, could you tell me where your work is? Is it in the assignment or is it in the chat?
Mine is in assignment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, one second. I gotta pull it up.
Mine is like a Yoko Ishimaru one.
Oh, okay. I think I saw that one. Where is that? Yeah, I'm not seeing that here. Is it?
Like it. The account is like a bird.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, there we go. Found you. All right. So tell us about your world.
I read a book about a bee farmer, and I make a bee farmer house.
Hmm. Huh.
And there's a bedroom and kitchen and book station there too. And the last picture is I made a zoo.
Hmm. Very cool. So that's pretty interesting. In my college literature class, we came across a whole period of writing called pastoral. It was it's writing about simple farm life. You know, the daily happenings of people that live out in rural areas, farming, hard work, labor, things like that. That's a cool example of this, and we've got a story here, or a land to accent that story. That's really cool, man.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, awesome stuff. Thank you, Yoko. Or no. All right. And is there anyone else who posted up about their here on the slide? Send in your work. It's a little late now. Is there anyone who has already sent in their work left? If not, oh, Billy wanted to talk more about his stuff. Can you share? Yeah, Billy asked first, so let's have Billy, and then we can have you, Zoe, and then we can move on to the next thing.
Hello?
Hi, Billy.
Hi.
So is this the stream again?
I couldn't send it yet, so
Oh.
I took a picture and it didn't let me send it.
So it's not in the stream?
No, is it send it or
Okay, yeah, I couldn't quite hear you. Maybe if you can upload it before the end of class, we'll try and circle back to you.
I'll see if I can upload it right now.
Okay. Thank you, Billy.
You're welcome.
All right. And Zoe said she already had something, which, yeah, I believe this is new stuff, right, Zoe? Correct? Classroom, I did too. Oh, okay, so it's in the classroom? Or in the...
Hi.
Hi, Zoe.
Well, I actually like built a classroom in Minecraft.
Oh,
I think I did turn it in. I think I did turn it in though, but I
okay.
also did post it on the stream.
All right, let's go to the stream then, because having some struggles. So your classroom is where exactly? Is it right here?
I think it was a little more down, but I don't know because I think I turned it in too, but I'm not sure. Maybe it like glitched or something.
All right, let's go to the actual classroom and view the assignments that's been turned in.
Yeah, because I mean, it was only like one picture.
Oh,
I was still like working on the school though. I was trying to build because I was trying to build like a school with my friend.
mm-hmm.
So, it was with the furniture mod, so that was like an extra one I did. It was with the mod.
Furniture mod. How'd you manage to put that in there?
Oh well, because my aunt is like really good with stuff like on the computer and like setting things up.
Yeah.
They actually like set up the OBS studio thing because I have that too.
Wow.
But I think it was before that one, but after. Hold on, I'm pretty sure it was a Halloween one too.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, because that one, like, I did like the teacher's desk, I did the chalkboard, I put lanterns inside so no like mobs would spawn. I put like the chairs and the desks, and that's really it for that one. I'm like still gonna work on it to add like more classrooms and stuff.
What was the furniture mod responsible for in this one? It was the chairs and stuff?
It was the chairs, tables, and like the teacher's desk, and the chair behind that. That's all the furniture mod did. I just used the regular Minecraft features for everything else.
Okay. Yeah, that's a cool thing to if you have someone in your life or you have the will to learn yourself, it's very cool some of the different mods that you can put on Minecraft. I mean, the kid that I play with, I added I added a knights mod. I added mutant, abominable snowman, iron golems. It's a whole bunch of stuff you can get.
That's pretty cool. Because I got the mod. I think it's called like Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod, something like that.
Okay.
But my aunt like got it on the. So
yeah, definitely something to be careful with though. You can ruin your computer by downloading things like that. So you have to be careful. Know the source you're downloading from, and just ideally don't use your parents' work computer or anything like that. It's not a good idea. So yeah, but thank you so much. We'll move on. I think I saw some other people turning their stuff in. There's a YouTuber who uses what has happened. You want to go to the server. That's awesome, dude. Is this the last class? Yes, this is the last class. Dylan, did you turn your stuff in? Could you reply in the chat here? Did you turn it in either to the stream or Sushi? Did you turn your stuff in to the stream or to the classwork? Yeah. Where is it? What is your account's name in here? Is it AC? Jasmine Rivera. Okay.
Hey, y'all. You said it just like I said it. Okay.
Jasmine Rivera, where is? Oh, here we go. Oh, 11 attachments. Wow. All right. So what have you got going on, Jasmine?
I have a Halloween house
Yes.
because it's getting near Halloween. And I made an attic. And in the attic, people say there's zombies in the attic, so I put actual zombies in the attic.
That's cool. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. All right. Oh, so could you tell us a bit about what your motivation was, or what stories you want to tell? What do you want people to feel when they're in these different? I like the pumpkin heads for walls, by the way. That's cool. But yeah, go ahead.
It's a haunted house or something. Like
Okay, you repeat?
I want them to make. I want them to feel like they're in a haunted house.
Mm-hmm. I get you. So feel scared, feel excited. Oh, zombie horses.
Those are the pets.
Mm. Oh, okay. Here we go. Very cool.
The person fighting zombies in the top floor.
What else do we have? Oh man. Yeah, I've never seen these stick figures used like that. That's cool. You put zombie heads on them. That's fun. It's a fun decoration. All right. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Jasmine. And is there anyone else who turned their stuff in? Huh. Dan, have you turned your stuff in? Wait, what was it? I could have swore I saw Dan or someone else. Oh no, I didn't mean to. Dylan, that's it. Turned a video in stream. He made a TNT war place for all the supplies for cannons. All right, that sounds like it could be interesting. Did you post any pictures of that, Ishan? So I definitely want to. No, you didn't post any pictures. Could you post pictures? I mean, if not for this class, just for the class in general, so we can see what's up. Yeah, that would be cool. It sounds fun. That sounds like what I wanted to do today if we had time. Oh, it looks like someone else turned in. Same name. All right. Well, yeah. While we're waiting to see if anyone else turns their stuff in, then yeah, Dylan, you gotta tell me where your stuff is. So if you can tell me if your stuff is in the classwork or the stream, we can pull it up. Oh, just put in your put it in the chat first where your stuff is, stream or classwork, and then the classroom link. Yeah, I can post the classroom link real quick. Students, copy. Is the Dylan, your stuff is in the stream. Okay, let me search for that quickly, and then if I can find it, we'll unmute you. Okay. Refresh on the stream here. Search up. Is it under a different name, Dylan? Okay, well, while you figure that out, we're going to move on to another story that I think is appropriate for now. Yeah, so as we just had on with Jasmine and before with Zoe, Halloween's coming up, so it's a cool time to make different Halloween stories. I know Halloween. And so this is a spooky house that I found on YouTube. It's a cool example of just some of the how architecture can evoke certain feelings. So if we look around this house a little bit, we can just see some examples of this architecture. We've got the pumpkins out front, which, pumpkins are a widely understood symbol of fall and autumn and Halloween. So that's cool that they threw those out front there. And then it's one of my favorite part is the different trees that they put in this. So that looks like the creator was going for willow trees, weeping willow trees, which that's super cool. And they're seen in a lot of different folklore throughout the ages. The weeping willows are, they're called weeping for a reason, because they sort of droop, and at night they can be quite eerie. If you walk through them, it can be kind of scary, because it'll, the weeping willow will sort of brush up against you, the bristles and whatnot. And yeah, so they're really nice accents around the side. And then if we look at the house, if we play this video a bit and start looking at the style that they went for this house, it's an older Gothic kind of style. And you can look that up you can look up about Gothic architecture. Or Gothic Victorian style, I think. Yeah, because you've got the Gothic influence here with the sort of cobblestone and these different accent pieces around here. I'm surprised there isn't a gargoyle somewhere on here. There might be a gargoyle somewhere in the back. But then Victorian houses are notorious for being very creaky. Very, when the wind hits them, it's mostly made of wood. So the wind sort of passes right through those thin wooden panels, and you get all these cold chills rushing through the house. So that's That's that makes for a very spooky and scary type of haunted house, and you can get the feeling of what a cold autumn October type night would be inside this type of house just by looking at it from the outside. I mean, it's going to be dark, it's going to be damp, it's going to be cold. You know, there's going to be thousands of spider webs everywhere in this house. So that makes you think of these spooky elements and makes this, you know, a really cool design for going for this type of Halloween spooky feel. That's pretty awesome. What do y'all think about that? So cool. I wish I could build stuff like that. Zoe, you definitely can. you just need to keep on going. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you mean me keep on going? Yeah. But Zoe, to you also, you definitely can just keep on going, keep building. Yeah, no, I can talk a bit more. What I was thinking about, you know, more of the gothic influences up here. These are really iconic areas in movies. A lot. They have a lot of climactic scenes up on these, you know, with these spires at the top of the house. Really, really intense scenes where the monster of the story gets thwarted by the hero or heroine. Yeah, you see them falling off the roof in a slow, you know, dark, just climax, and then the story ends, and then they usually will pan or fade the screen to black and pan to a much brighter version of this house. You know, the next day when everyone sort of reconciles their feelings about what just happened. You know, this crazy monster was attacking us, and now that's all over because the monster is gone, kind of thing. Yeah, so that's a pretty common theme for these top areas right here, and that's a cool feature that they adding these the top fence on there. I wonder if we'll see the inside. I'm curious how they laid this out. Oh, okay, yeah, so now we get to see how they built it. Ah, see, there's our measurements right there. This person definitely looked like more just eyeballed it, kind of. I mean, they had their measurements in their head, but they more eyeballed it. They didn't do what the other guy did with the physical markers on where they changed the ground with those red markers, and then they even put red markers in the air to know how tall they wanted to make it, which you can either way is perfectly fine. I really like that red marker version of it because it's a dead stop. When you hit that red marker, you know that's where you stop, and it really would help with, you know, making things symmetrical. Mm-hmm. Super cool. What are they building here? Okay, so this is the roof area a little bit, using a lot of dark wood tones. Yeah, which, like we said, the Victorian houses are notorious for having that wood, and it's often painted in these, you know, pastel colors with all this chipped paint. You can probably go around. They have them a lot on the East Coast, of the United States. I'm not sure how much they have towards the middle of the country of these Victorian areas. They probably do though. I haven't been to the middle of the country much to know for sure. Yeah, but this person seems to be eyeballing most of this, which that's cool. Some people are just have it like that, but I can almost guarantee this person building this has built this about 7 or 8 times before they go and film a video about it. Cool. And one cool filming thing that they did to make a video like this, we figured this out the other day. So you have two people filming this. You have the one person that is in there in your normal Minecraft server that is physically laying the bricks. So they're in there actually laying this stuff out. Then you have a second person who most likely, like me and Zoe were talking about, has OBS software recording this other person as they lay the bricks. So you can get these interesting sort of panning camera angles and watch this other person as they build this full house. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh wait, you know who that YouTuber is? Yeah. Yes, Veronica, this is. But I think there's going to be more classes like this, just not with me, unfortunately. Sushi. Oh, wow. That's creative. They've got sort of furnaces. Oh, furnaces and anvils. I didn't even realize that's what that was until. But that's a cool way to get sort of an iron and stone type feel. And it looks great. Is a lot of those fences on the top of the Victorian houses are made out of iron. So yeah, you want to get that iron feel. I think that was a great idea to use the anvil as sort of as a material choice. Very cool. All right. Well, that's enough for that one. I also have another one that I wanted to show you for this sort of worlds that evoke feelings. They evoke very specific feelings type of lesson that we've been teaching. So yeah, this is another one that I found that you instantly feel right away what this environment would feel like to be in. I mean, you could, just by looking at it, you start to feel cold, just instantaneously. And so you can choose to have, in Minecraft, you can choose to have different biomes. And as Zoe and I were talking about earlier, there's even mods you can load on that have all types of different biomes that are highly specialized to the types of stories or environments you want to create. Yeah, I thought this one was really cool. These spires are awesome. They remind me of Superman's castle. Superman in, I believe it's the show Smallville. I don't know if y'all have seen that one. Or yeah, in a lot of his movies as well, they have, they depict Superman's castle as having these big ice spires, and it's this ice cave that is in the middle of some frozen tundra area that no one can get to except him. And that's what that reminded me of. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so that's another indication of the power of the environment. We instantly make people feel cold. So if you want to tell a icy survival story, where some hero battles against the elements, hungry wolves, angry yetis, other types of creatures, and you want the viewer to really feel the elements, the harsh elements that this person is battling against. This is a great way to do that. This is a great way to make them empathize with that character, feel their pain as they battle that cold. Mm-hmm. Those are cauldrons. What are cauldrons? Oh, cauldrons earlier, yeah. What are cauldrons? Replacing the oak with crimson. Seeds have certain biomes. Yes, seeds do have certain biomes, and that's how you. That's another way to get the different biomes. You look up the random number seed, as we talked about a couple sessions ago. Just look up the thing random number. Hi, Billy. Thanks for joining our class. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I like the emanating light in the center is a very cool touch to that one. Oh, and did I have another one? Oh, okay, yeah, I had another one for more of a modern house, and this is the last one that we'll go through, and then we'll say goodbye. But yeah, I actually built this house as well off of, I think it was this tutorial or just a picture of it, and it turned out really, really well. It's a relatively simple house build, and yeah, they did a dimensional layout with this one as well, so you can follow the exact number of bricks that you need to use. And we can just skip a little ways into this one. I like this one because it changes the types of narratives that you can tell in this. You can have much more modern, much more relatable problems. Not everyone can relate to that hero out in the frozen tundra, but nearly everyone can relate to the person who is having a tough time at school, and they come home to a house, or they come home to their parents. A lot more people can relate to those types of stories as opposed to the icy tundra, even though the icy tundra might be really cool. But yeah, these are just different options that you can use for telling different types of stories. Let's skip to the end to see what this ended up looking like. Oh, yeah, very cool. The pool is a nice touch. I don't think I had a pool in mine, and I think I had more glass. But other than that, this is pretty much the one that I created. It's super cool and relatively simple one. If you're looking to start somewhere, this would be a good one to start with, because it's a simple and pretty straightforward design. All right, well, it has been a pleasure working with all of y'all and seeing the different creations that you have made. Yeah, I can send those links. I'll throw those in the in the stream on our class. I can throw those links. It's different Minecraft. It's all right. Different Minecraft creations. But yeah, it has been an absolute pleasure. Super cool seeing the different workings in your minds, and then how that translates into Minecraft, and the stories that y'all are creating about that. I hope that you all have had as much fun as I have. And yeah, thank you so much. I think there's going to be more Minecraft classes, but it's you have to ask about that to your administrators and tell them, oh, okay, yeah, so there are going to be more Minecraft classes, and they just won't be with me, but it's you're going to be in good hands. Definitely. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye.